Hey guys, it's Barrett with Gimme Camper. So today we're here at Shelburne RV. It's actually the same day we're having the slide toppers on. We're working about a video there. But also during this, I've decided to upgrade my tires. Now tires can be one of those things that's really hit or miss. A lot of people are like, those cheap tires that come on there, those are China bombs. Those aren't no good for anything. I changed mine before I even drove it out of the lot. I think some of that's a little bit ridiculous. I personally think that a lot of tire failure is going to be more related to your upkeep on the tires. Obviously we have videos on it, so we're a supporter of a tire pressure monitoring system. We have the Tireminder 88C right now. I've been happy with that. I was happy with the 77 as well. But you know, a lot of that is going to be keeping an eye on your tires and keeping up with the maintenance. Now, even if you do that, can you have a blowout? Yes, you can. The problem that I faced was I was getting ready to take 6,000 miles worth of trips in the next 2 to 3 months. And because of that, I thought, well, you know, these tires, they got 12,000 miles on them. I got Trailer Kings that come on here. I've not had any problems out of those tires that I can blame on the tires anyway. The Tireminder did save me a blowout once because I had a rapid air leak out of one of the tires. And that was a Trailer King tire. It was in the sidewall though, but there was a slit that was about 1 or 2 centimeters long in that sidewall. And so if I wouldn't have known about it with the tire pressure monitoring system, it would have blown out and possibly caused a bunch of damage. Luckily, we were able to catch it and we did replace that tire. That being said, you know, for a new set of Trailer Kings, you're looking at $60 a tire. Truthfully, I'll still kind of on the fence. Maybe I should just get new Trailer Kings, because these tires have been okay. You just, you know, reset the mileage on them. It's going to be half the cost. But then I was thinking, you know, I probably should upgrade the tires. There is no denying the fact that if you get better tires that cost more money, they are better built. That's just the way that it works. The two brands that I was looking at was the Goodyear Endurance as well as the Hercules brand. Now, if I went with the Hercules brand, my plan was to actually increase in ply quite a bit. And if you do that, then you're going to be going over the air pressure that the aluminum wheels are rated to handle. And so because of that, I did just stick with the Goodyear Endurance. I believe that that mixed with the Colby valve stems that I put on a few weeks ago, and the tire pressure monitoring system, I think that all three of those are going to be golden together. Now, does that mean I can't have a blowout? Yes, I can still have a blowout. Is it less likely? I would hope so. I really believe that it will be. And because of that, you know, I did also stop by here, and I was talking to Steve one day here at Shelburne RV, and I asked him his opinion. He said definitely he would upgrade the tires. Now, me and him share a belief that if you're just an average RV camper, you drag your trailer out 2-3 times a year, maybe drive it an hour away, then those Trailer Kings should be fine for you. But we're going from Tennessee to Michigan and back here in a couple of weeks. And then in a couple of months, we were supposed to take an Alaskan cruise. That got canceled. So we are actually going to be going from Tennessee to Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, a few places way out west like that. So that's going to be a 4,000 mile trip. And before I did a single 4,000 mile trip, especially when you add the fact that we're driving 2,000 miles before then, I thought that it was kind of a no-brainer and I should go ahead and upgrade the tires. So the tires that I went with were the same size as the factory. They are Goodyear Endurance. I actually ordered them from Amazon, which after I placed the order and I was waiting on the tires to be delivered, which was fairly quick, it was like 5 days later, but I was kind of worried that they would give me some older tires or something. They always say whenever you buy new tires to look at the date codes on them. Well, I can tell you by looking at the date codes that these things were ordered within 2 to 3 weeks of the time that I put the order in. So I think that that's phenomenal. I mean, they're brand spanking new, and they were the same price as they were at any tire shop around here. And with buying those particular tires, I didn't see any of them actually including the installation anyway. Steve said, if you have some drop shipped to your house from somewhere, we can just put them on here. So that's what we're doing today. All right, guys, so we got the new tires on. We got those on down at Shelburne RV. We've drove all the way to Michigan, so we've drove about 800 miles on them, and they have held up great. Now, granted, if any new tires were to go on this camper, I would think that they would hold up great for 800 miles. Like I say, the other tires were doing fine, but it's just because we're traveling so much this year that I felt safer upgrading the tires. And, you know, for what it's worth, I still had a hard time with that decision on should I just buy some new Trailer Kings or should I just go ahead and upgrade it to the Goodyear Endurance. I will say that these Goodyear tires, they are a lot stronger in the sidewall. I'm going to show you a little video here of the Trailer Kings when I took them off and just how pliable that sidewall is. I didn't think to get a video like that of the Goodyear, but I'm going to tell you that it is a lot stronger of a tire. That being said, you know, just because you upgrade your tires doesn't mean you're not going to have a blowout. Tire safety, you have to know how much air is in your tire. You have to have them properly inflated, and you have to be careful. And you can't drive 90 miles an hour pulling something like that. So that's all I got for you for this video. I was just kind of walk you through some of the reasons why we chose what we chose, and just walk you through the Goodyear Endurance tire. And I believe it's a nice quality tire, but for most everyday use, it's pretty much overkill. For the average camper that, you know, just pulls to the lake and back 2 or 3 times a year, I would personally just stay with what I had. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have a blowout. That doesn't mean you're not going to have a blowout if you buy these Goodyear tires. I am going to tell you that there's a link in the description for the Amazon store where I bought these Goodyear tires. And like I said, they come straight to the house. I didn't have to do anything with them, and I didn't have to go anywhere except to have them put on. But it was the same price, and they were only 2 or 3 weeks old whenever they arrived at the house. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So if you're wanting to help the channel out and use the Amazon store, head on down there to the link. But thanks for watching the video. Stick around and we'll give you updates on how these tires do from time to time.
Do not forget to hit that subscribe button.